Hey guys, welcome to Peripheral Vision, and today we're taking a look at the EyeToy. Now the EyeToy is essentially just a Kinect, but for PS2. But obviously it came out before the Kinect. I'm not saying that Microsoft is unoriginal, I'm just saying, yeah, the PlayStation did it first. Now there's two different designs of the EyeToy that you can get. There's this one, which is the most common because it's the one that was always packaged with EyeToy. And then there was also another one that was silver. I believe that one was only in the UK. It may have also been in Japan. I just know that America didn't get that. And it kind of sucks because it does look really cool. Personally, I like this one mainly because it matches my PS2. But if I had a silver PS2, I would like to have the silver EyeToy. Now the way to use EyeToy is you gotta connect it to the PS2 via USB, and there's also some drivers that you can get to even use this on your computer. I know on Windows 7 it's relatively easy, but for Windows 8 or higher it's kinda difficult, in my personal experience honestly. But for all I know, I could probably be doing it all wrong, because I know you have to look online for these drivers. Then anyway, then the game would be bundled with EyeToy Play or EyeToy Play 2. Let's get a better look at this. There we go, that's much better. Then after you put the game in, plug the camera in, and that's pretty much how you play it. It's just you being on TV, you're the game character, you're the controller, pretty much stuff like Kinect. However, with my experience with Kinect, I don't think you're actually on the TV all that much. You're just the controller. So, yay, go EyeToy! Now, I had this thing ever since I was a kid, and I always had a great time with it, and I've even streamed it on my personal Twitch channel, KylesGameRoom. Go check that out. Link will be in the description. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. But there is one thing that's really important with this thing: lighting. Lighting is absolutely everything with this little thing. If your lighting is garbage, luckily there is a setting in EyeToy Play and EyeToy Play 2 where it's a dim setting, so they pretty much make the lighting on this thing a little bit brighter so it could pick you up a little bit easy. But unfortunately, it's not always the best option. You're better off just having your own lights and just having that set up all over your room. Now, since I do green screen and when I do my streams, I always have good lighting. But for maybe a living room setting, I'm not sure how well your lighting is going to be. And if the lighting is good enough, it is actually really responsive. But if your lighting's not the greatest, you're going to have a difficult time. Now, they also released some other games for the EyeToys, such as EyeToy Anti-Grav. This is a hoverboard game. EyeToy Groove. This is a dancing game, but I personally never played this one yet. EyeToy Operation Spy, which I played for a bit, and it's not bad. A decent time. Then there's also another one called EyeToy Kinect that I personally don't have yet. However, there are some games over in the UK that we never got, like EyeToy Play 3 or EyeToy Sports or something like that. There's a few games out there that I want to get. Unfortunately, I need a PAL version of a PS2 because they're PAL region locked. Then a few third parties made a few games for this thing. I have a few of them. Nicktoons Movin', which is obviously a Nickelodeon game. It's actually not bad. It's a lot of fun. Then we got Sega Superstars. This game, I like it, but the Super Monkey Ball game is very clunky. Like, it's not that responsive because it involves your arms moving and that you pretty much balance the game board and you make the monkey ball just move forward and go back and other stuff like that. It's very clunky, and I just don't recommend it. The Crazy Taxi game has you scream, shout, and jump all over the place, so your parents will absolutely hate this game. But overall, I think it's a great time. Also, there are a few games that involved it that it wasn't really necessary, but it was an option. Like, there was a Dance Dance Revolution game where it would have you in the background, but it will also give you a few extra things to hit on screen while you play with the dance mat. Now, would I recommend this little thing? Absolutely. If you have the lighting and you have the space, I totally recommend picking this thing up. It's actually very inexpensive. You can get the camera itself for probably $5, and then you can probably pick up the game EyeToy Play or EyeToy Play 2. I personally recommend the second one a lot more. And you can also get that for $5. Or if you go to a local game store, you could probably find the whole bundle for $5. It's really cheap, so it's worth a shot. I personally had a lot of fun with this thing as a kid, and I played it again recently with my friend Nico, and we still had a good time with it. But I must warn you, this thing is actually a really good workout, so if you're looking for a workout at home, totally pick this thing up. And as always, later days.